Okay, that should be working better.
So this is like going to be pretty different in terms of champ preference, I think, than what we normally cast.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It's been a couple weeks since I've done a regular battle arena.
So this is I've never done it before.
Yeah, it's basically the same as Bronze Boot Camp except for silver.
All right.
So Bronze Boot Camp.
Yeah.
We had like all bronze though this week.
That's awesome. That's good.
Yeah, okay, so hello everyone tuning in right now. This is a NA Battle Arena broadcast. I am Haberdashing, joined by Seagrove here tonight. Apparently it's become hard to find casters to do this. I don't know why. Tuesday nights are kind of rough for some people. But yeah, we're going to be starting out here. Picks and bans. This is Battle Arena Game 1. If you're looking to improve your game and you're between bronze to gold, go ahead and join the in-game chat channel T-Force, and we'll get you into some games so we can cast, and then you can view sort of the mistakes that you did.
Yeah. So already we're seeing pretty similar bans, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
Pantheon
is pretty rare.
Mm-hmm.
But Morgana banned, really good ban, and Lee Sin as well. Lee Sin is one. We always talk about this. Lee Sin's that bans like.
Do you take away from your own team?
Am I banning it against them or against my own team? Because
yeah.
I don't want to play Lee.
I don't mind it either way. Like, there's no doubt that like there's definitely good Lee Sin players out there.
Yeah, and he has such effect early.
Yeah. There's much more Lee Sin players that don't know what they're doing, myself included.
Yeah, I don't have the mechanics for Lee Sin.
Besides that, like Blitzcrank has become a more like common ban for support.
Yeah, he's getting picked up a lot more recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh man, I hate it. I like the days where you could just not worry about Blitzcrank. Because like he's always, nothing about him's really changed. He's always like had that. It's always the hook. The hook is what seals the deal.
Yeah, and his pop up is like really, really low cooldown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we see a Jace pick, and I really like Jace as a first pick. Again, I love the flex picks early. Like Jace could go mid, he could go top.
Could go 80 carry. Probably not, but you know.
Hopefully not. Yeah, he could, but hopefully not. We'll see. And then you have Kate and Nunu. Nunu's the same thing. Nunu can jungle. He's typically jungle, but you do see him top. Even there's a challenger player who rode Nunu top lane to challenger. Yeah, I could have made a good pun there with riding a Yeti, but I missed out on that opportunity.
So are you still playing him in the jungle now?
Me?
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I play him. He's like my third jungler probably. And I'm a jungle main, so I play him if I don't feel like playing Volibear. And then
okay.
I love Nunu though. It's so much really great objective control, and he goes well with Kate because Kate's an auto attack 80 carry, so late game he can give her the blood boil.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're pretty much just peeling for Caitlyn. You're pretty much a support late game.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, you're either peeling or zoning for your whole team. And that ultimate's definitely useful. I mean, it has the highest base damage in the game.
Yeah, and it scales at 250%. It has the highest scaling in the game.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure if it's as well or whatever, but yeah, has the highest scaling in the game. And he's... well, a lot of people will try and use it offensively, but unless you're building AP Nunu, which is pretty bad, you should be building it... You should be using it defensively, like, or zone control.
Yeah.
Unless you can get an Empire, which is really rare. But
that's true. But, like, yeah, heavy dive champions like Maokai, it makes it a lot harder to get to the back line when you just sit down as Nunu in the middle there and just pop up your ult. It makes so. I mean, either they have to force some CC onto you to get you out of that channeled ult, or they have to walk all the way through your ult to get to the back line.
Exactly. Both teams here are actually going for a poke comp. Jace, Varus, Mao, Nami all have pretty good poke. Nami not great outside of lane because you don't really want to get in range to like trade in the team fight situation. But Karma, Gragas, Caitlyn are all also good for poke. With that Garen.
Oh wow!
So it looks like the Gragas is going to be mid lane Gragas.
That. Yeah,
I'm down with that.
Huh.
You don't see it very often, but you can still just build them heavy AP. It still works. It's not as effective as it was before the remake, but it still works.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Jace to change his summoner spells.
I've been looking at those the entire time. Like
he's really gonna go with that. I don't know. That's a bold move.
Yeah, it's actually. I mean, it's good, but it makes you so susceptible to ganks. Like,
yeah, no, definitely. If I'm the enemy jungler and I see that,
yeah, like Ignite is good, obviously, because in a fight, like especially early game, it can turn a fight. Teleport is good because normally you have teleport or ignite, and if you're the igniter, you're thinking, okay, I can fight, and I want to kill them early. And if you're the teleporter, you're like, okay, I want to trade, get them down, and then usually early you don't teleport to another lane, although sometimes you can use it for that. But normally you'll just trade with them and get them like to half health and yourself to half health, and you'll go back and you can teleport right back into lane and be full health while they're half health and win at that point. But taking both, which he has done now, is like that's. Yeah. I mean, you have both of those advantages. The thing is, you don't have an escape.
And especially with Nunu, where like he's going to slow you down, and the only line of defense you have is your flash. Yeah, you're just making it really easy for Nunu to get a gank off on you because, you don't have any of your own dashes. All you have is, speed ups, which Nunu will.
He does have his bat away thing, his knockback, but Nunu's going to get that slow off either way. Like, you're not going to be able to stop him from slowing you with a knockback. And Gragas is one of... Oh, wait, he's not going against Gragas.
Garen.
So I was going to say Gragas is one of the best champions at setting up ganks in the game, which is true, but Gragas isn't top lane. I'm just used to top lane Gragas.
Yeah. And Garen's a really good pick into Jace, as long as you survive the first 6 or 7 levels or so. But like your first back, you're not going to lose the lane. You just become such a tanky... Like, that's one of the lanes as Garen I think you just want to build tanky into.
Yeah. Spin to win.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Garen's like a Renekton pretty much in my mind. But they fulfill the same role. That's not exactly true.
Similar, yeah. I know what you mean. I think Garen's more marginally more useful.
That silence is so good.
Oh, I hate it. It's so stupid.
And Garen's a good pick against a Maokai because Maokai is this ultra tank, and Garen's ult is so good against tanks. So Garen's like a good pick there, but
it just leaves them at a loss for initiation, really.
Yeah. Well, they have the Gragas barrel, but he's going to be a little squishier than a normal Gragas. So.
I think chances are that's going to be more of, going to be saved either to try to finish someone off or just to sort of peel.
Yeah.
Because they're just easier to hit that way. It's really hard to initiate well with a Gragas ult.
Yeah, really? The Gragas... Yeah, that's true. That is very true. It is hard to initiate with a Gragas ult. They don't have, they have Gragas, but you don't really want to jump in to initiate with Gragas. And then Garen doesn't have the CC to be this hard initiation. Karma has that slow, but she has that she doesn't have like a AoE stun or they don't really have anything like that. They're gonna have to get like a good flank or something if they want to be the initiation. Yeah, I really feel like purple side here is gonna have issues initiating. I mean, all that being said, Gragas can initiate. It's not going to be easy for him.
Yeah,
As,
I mean,
as
even
squishier, probably building squishier.
yeah, they can't initiate head on. Like if they want to initiate with any of these people, they have to, get their wards down and sort of flank around to the side. If they do that, then yeah, it makes it really hard. You get people like Nami, Varus, Jace without flash that can't get away easily.
Yeah.
So it makes it easier for them if they go around the side and catch them out of position.
Yeah. Like this is a weird matchup because both teams have pretty good poke, but I think the Blues comp is just much better because they have the poke, but they have the initiation. They have the Fizz ult, they have the Nami ult for initiation or disengage, which disengage is not going to be.
It's not going to be huge, except like
be
Garen or I don't know.
Hard because the constant slows from like Karma and Nunu for a single person, but shouldn't be that bad.
No.
And then they have Mao for engaging as well. I mean, and even Varus can engage. You don't really want to engage with the Varus ult because it's not the easiest ult to hit, but.
All right, we are in.
I love that Karma skin.
Okay, let's reorder stuff.
Yeah. I was already thinking about it. So that counts for something, right?
It counts for something, yeah. I thought about doing it. Okay.
And we are into the game.
Wait, isn't that just like the regular Karma skin, the standard one?
I don't think so. I think that's like. She looks darker.
No, that's definitely just the regular one.
Oh, well, Karma got reworked. You know who plays Karma, anyways?
I play Karma. Okay, let's take a look at some starting items here. So, what? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. That impacts this. I downloaded the Black Enola voiceover for. So yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah. Jace grabbing the what is that? Flask and a pink ward.
So what do you think about that?
I think it's dumb. Sorry, Jace. Grabbing a pink ward that early and placing it where you placed it's kind of dumb. And your best chance of getting ahead is this early game here. So you want things like your Doran's Blade to give you that edge early. And honestly, when you have teleport, if you're going that tier route, you should be getting your 520 gold and going back and getting your tier as soon as possible. So, you really don't need the flask versus like just a standard potion.
And Garen's going to be stronger early, right? And then Jace will outscale.
No, other way around.
You think?
As far as like versus each other, as far as like being useful for a team,
like Jace is stronger than Garen.
Jace will peak mid game. Jace is like.
But in general, I mean, Jace is going to outscale, but you're saying that Jace is stronger in the matchup.
No, in the matchup, Jace versus Garen. Jace has like from levels 2 to about 7. After that, Garen just gets too tanky. Jace can't poke to deal with him. Especially since Garen got that new increased rejuvenation on him. So
yeah. Oh, Nami. I forget. Nami's got like good. Nami's so good. She has great sustain, pretty good poke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the good thing for this Varus here. Like, as a pretty immobile AD carry, you need to have someone who can peel for you really well with like her ultimate, and just like her ability to speed you up. But yeah, I mean, for the blue team, they shouldn't be looking to really push the lane or honestly win it at this point. They just need to sit back. You have sustain on them. Just let the lane go. Because Caitlyn's going to push it no matter what.
Yeah, Caitlyn's doing like a really good job of landing her CC her damage as well, like her poke.
Mm-hmm.
And they've done a good job trading, but Nami's sustains just kept them. Even though Nami's down to half health, like she's taken, I think, more than her health bar already total, but she's healed so much off.
Yep, and she still got plenty of potions. Oh, I don't think she went with a ward start. Yeah, no, she must not have.
Mm. Maokai, there's not a lot of point in coming in for this.
Mm-hmm.
What you did there is you showed, so now Nunu knows he can counter jungle you. Which it looks like he was doing anyways, but
Yeah.
he knows now he can go grab your wolves as well because you showed. And since the lane was pushed, oh, nice first blood there. Since the lane was pushed for your team anyways, you weren't going to get a kill. So just keep farming, don't show, because then Nunu knows he can just take your stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so far he's gotten 2 of your whole topside camp is gone now. Which that should be what you're doing is Nunu.
Right, absolutely.
I wouldn't be surprised if he showed top here pretty soon. Just because, we talked about that Jace doesn't have his flash. So if there's ever a lane to focus, it should be up top.
Yeah, just wait. He just needs to wait for Jace to get pushed up a little bit, and then he can go, and he'll just end up getting the pink probably, but...
Yeah. I like the Roa to start from Gragas.
Yeah.
It makes Fizz's job a lot harder.
Yeah. I'm a fan of Roa, and it especially helps Gragas with the sustain, because he can sustain anyways, but with the mana regen he'll get even more health regen from his passive.
Okay.
Nunu actually opting for a lane gank. I think he's gonna have trouble getting in there, but
Okay.
I think Jace could have seen him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if he noticed or not, but it doesn't seem like he did.
Okay, and Jace is now out of mana.
And
But
still no, obviously no flash, but hopefully Nunu will spot this pink ward, but we'll see.
Yeah. Going back to that gank down bottom, you should really try to communicate with your team, like who you're going to focus as you go in. Because if you would have gone right onto Karma before, I think you could have gotten the kill onto her.
Yeah, communication is a huge aspect of any game, even a solo queue game. Communication is really, really important. Just ping it out who you're going to go on to. And as a jungler, like a lot of people have really bad map awareness. You ping a lot that you're coming as well. Like, just because they can see you coming for a really long time doesn't mean they do see that you're coming for a really long time. I have really bad map awareness, and I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, no, it happens to everyone from time to time. It's just like building those habits. Like, you get a CS, you look at the mini-map, anytime you can. Because it really is, really important to see where your other team is and how they're doing.
Mm-hmm. And you can also use the F1, F2, F3, F4 keys, and F5, I think, as well. Maybe F1 is you. I don't know. Anyways, you can use your F keys to scroll through and watch your teammates if you need to, which I use sometimes as a jungler. To see how the lanes are doing and where I need to be and stuff. So right now Nunu is actually under farmed compared to Maokai, although he does have better farm because he got some of the bigger camps and left Mal just the smaller ones, but that comes from all that time he spent up top.
And then talking about map awareness, Jace had that ward, a long time ago. He saw Nunu, at the tribe rush coming in there. So, I mean, there was still a chance he could have gotten out if he was paying attention.
Yeah. And you really need flash. On Jace.
Okay.
You need flash on almost every champion, but...
Almost, yeah. I was looking at Karma earlier, like, to see what kind of runes and stuff she took. Karma's one of those supports I do like to see more of, like, an AP-heavy rune page, just to solidify your role as, that poke-heavy, early-game-centered lane bully. Because, if you take those AP runes, early, and you use your mantra Q, you can chunk really hard. And I'm just not seeing that same sort of damage from your Qs right now.
In the mid lane, that was really good by Gragas. Fizz only has one. His escape is his E, and that's also his wave clear. And when he used that as wave clear, Gragas took advantage of that and hit him with a barrel, and that was really well done. That's good play by Gragas.
He makes that alive.
Jace, you don't have flash, and someone could come through Tribush. You have no reason to be up that far. You weren't CSing. Even if you just back up and just sit outside of vision, you create pressure on the map because they don't know where you are. But if you're sitting there in vision, not only are you more susceptible to ganks, you're creating no pressure. So don't just sit there.
Yeah. If you want to be up that far as a top laner, you need to have a ward, one near Baron and one in their tribe rush. If you're going to be up that far and feel safe.
There's like a rock. If you look on the map, there's a rock outside of between Baron and the blue entrance that you put your ward on. You can put it there and then put it in the tribush, and then that gives you good vision. But yeah, like I was saying, you create pressure by not showing on the map. And that was a great gate bot. There was a flash to dodge the Varus ult, which was really good. It was a well played gank. They had a red in the bush, so they knew what they weren't going to be seen by the wards. A pink in the bush.
No, I know what you meant. Yeah. Okay. So Jace, I don't mind you going with the a Vamp Scepter, but at this point it means if you don't get your tier, within the next few minutes here, you can't get it this game. It's just too late.
Yeah. And it does make his starting item make a little bit more sense as well, that he chose to not go for tier.
Well, I said he could have gone like Doran's Blade to start.
Yeah.
That doesn't build anything, so...
but that will help him a little bit with mana.
Yeah, okay. I see what you mean.
I don't know Jace. I don't know Jace very well, but...
if you're good about actually stacking your tier... Hold on. There it is, yeah.
That was a great ult to keep him in rank.
Yeah, okay, so Fizz, if you start... you should be noticing by about now that Gragas is waiting for you to use his skills. So you can't start using your Playful Trickster to initiate anymore. You need to be waiting for him. You make him be the one that blows that stuff first.
Yeah, and once you ulted, it was pretty clear you weren't going to get the kill. I didn't know you were going to die, but you just need to start realizing, okay, I'm not going to get this kill. I need to back off. Okay,
Jace, you should be going down to help your jungler right now. He's been pinging it out, and yeah. As soon as you see that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Nunu should have left a long time ago.
Yeah, it was just a bit too overzealous.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Varus is actually a counter to Caitlyn because he can poke her from far. Yeah, his Q. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the ult is hard to land.
It really is.
I mean, what you can do is wait until Nami lands one of her skills.
Yeah, let Nami give you that slow or hit a bubble, and then you can slow them or wait till they're bubbled to shoot your ultimate.
Yeah, and see what I'm talking about? That was a mantra Q, and it just did not do too much at all.
Yeah, I thought he was going to die.
Okay.
If he had a bit more AP and that second explosion that hit him, he would have died.
Okay, so Fizz, you gotta realize you're not doing as well in lane. Okay, see, doing it again. You got to be holding on to your playful trickster there. But you're not going to be getting the kills that you need to get ahead in your lane. So you should really be looking towards probably bottom lane, I think, at this point, to start getting some kills back into your favor.
Yeah. And on that gank top lane, Nunu can blood boil Garen instead of just blood boiling himself, and they'll both get the buff.
Oh, did he? It might have just been a misclick or something.
Maybe. So, yeah, if you're Nunu, even if you blood boil someone else, you still get the buff as well. Mal really able to stay ahead and farm.
Yeah, that's
surprising, but
wow. Hey, I didn't notice that.
Nunu should have, by this point, when you're Nunu, you want to gank bot and then take dragon.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you could, if you went back and finished your. No, never mind. He probably would have had to go on Spirit to solo it.
And that was also a like a miscommunication. You have Gragas ulting them off of Nunu, and then Nunu running away, and Gragas going in, and also Nunu didn't need to ult after the Gragas barrel. Like, you need to be thinking about what your teammates are going to be doing and what abilities they have at their disposal. Because Nunu didn't need to flash, and they should have both ran instead of one running and one going in. It's about communication and anticipation of what your teammates can and will do.
Yeah. But like, you see what I mean right here? Like, even with a EQ combo, right now, I mean, the Garen's already back out to full health.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where you can't deal with it. So there's no point even like wasting your mana on that combo just to try to poke him.
Yeah. Yeah, Jace is already out of mana. Janna's already out of mace. So.
Yeah, still about 100 short to finish his Essence Reaver.
Yeah, but he is out farming. I don't know. I think, yeah, he's slightly more fed than Garen at this point. But overall, the game is pretty even. Purple has a slight advantage because of Caitlyn, but ooh.
Point in trying to exhaust the Maokai. He's gonna get to you no matter what.
Yeah, and he's not really doing damage. A big part of the exhaust is the damage reduction. And Maokai's really not doing that much damage here. So now what you want to do as red team, you want to be communicating to Gragas. Gragas, push your lane, which he's doing, and then we can all do dragon. And if he needed to, he could have bullied Fizz out of lane, but they should be trying to get dragon right now. Like, the lane is pushed, so that gives them vision on Varus. Mid lane was pushed, they had vision on Fizz. They really should have dragoned at that point.
Yeah.
But
it's harder in solo queue when your team doesn't exactly know. So I mean, if you're the jungler, you need to be the one communicating with your team. Okay, guys, I'm going to come bottom, and then we're going to do dragon.
Right.
Try to help set them up for what's going to happen in the game. Set the pace of the game.
Definitely, it's like we keep saying, it's all about that communication, like letting your team know. When you're new, you want to get a gank on bot, preferably, and even mid you could, and then gank, and then do dragon. So communicate that to your team. And if you do have a successful gank on bot and dragon isn't up, you can usually safely take golems and his wraith, depending on where Maokai is and where how the mid lane is going. But that's a good thing to do afterwards. That's for any jungler though, not just Nunu.
Mm-hmm.
Fizz still trying to go toe to toe with Gragas.
Yeah, man, you're not gonna do it. He can out-sustain any sort of damage you get back onto him. You need to be looking towards other lanes. Exactly. And that means, picking up, getting rid of your warding trinkets, getting a sweeper, and starting to roam bottom.
Yeah, Fizz is actually doing a pretty good job with farm, but he doesn't have those kills that he needs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 110 farm by 19 minutes isn't like, wow, it's really good, but for Fizz, it's not terrible. Fizzes normally don't farm that well. I guess it's because they're ganking more.
Yeah.
So.
That's why you see so many Fizzes taking, like, teleport, even. Speaking of which, Jace really hasn't been able to make use of his.
Yeah. Ooh.
That was the right move to try to switch on to Garen, but...
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Alas. I know that having Flash there wouldn't have made a difference, but I feel like it would have because you should just have Flash.
Yeah.
That was not the issue there, but it just bothers me. Yeah, if you're pushed up that far, you need better ward coverage. I think Nunu came through his jungle. You could put a ward around the red buff area so that you can see if he's coming from like 2 or 3 different paths. If you're pushed up farming like that, and there's any chance at all you could get ganked, you need to have the ward coverage for it.
Okay, Jay's teleporting bottom now.
Yeah, he's gonna clean this up. Oh,
oh, that was close.
That was close. That was close.
Yeah.
Jace does get the Essence Reaver, which isn't terrible, but...
No, especially when you decide not to go the route of tier. It's definitely what I would pick up.
That makes more sense, yeah. I do not like Essence Reaver as an item, but Jace, it makes sense on him. Nice dodge by Maokai on the slow. They should be able to finish it. Oh, 2 flashes for it.
It's still okay, but yeah.
I think you could have gotten away with 1 flash, but
mm-hmm.
That's hard to communicate without like voice.
Wait, who got dragon? I didn't remember seeing anyone. Did Nunu just take it?
Dragon was a while ago. I think it was purple side, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I don't remember there being like...
Yeah, purple side got it.
Okay.
It was like Nunu, Caitlyn...
Alright, I should have been watching that a little bit closer then. Okay. Yeah, I thought Varus was going to go into like an Essence Reaver for first item, but because he had the Vamp Scepter. When you have Nami in lane, you don't need to get that Vamp Scepter for sustain. Like, I know you may be a little bit scared about Caitlyn, but that Nami will be there to sustain you because you're already putting yourself 800 gold behind on the way to your IE. I mean, at this point, you would have had your IE. Instead, you're just sitting at a pile of different items.
Yeah. IE rush is pretty much what you do on 90% aided carries now, with the changes to Bloodthirster. Maybe 90 is an exaggeration, but 80 or 70% of carries you want to rush IE.
Yeah, I still like getting. I like the Essence Reaver on Varus.
Right.
But yeah, if I wasn't getting that, IE would be another really good item to get on him.
With a Nami, I would go IE.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have the sustain, you don't need the...
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not about the lifesteal from that.
Mana partly, but
yeah,
I just
mana
don't think
and CDR.
it, but I don't know. There you go. You hit that ult.
Okay.
It's close.
So I mean, it's good that you guys are picking up kills here, but you haven't been able to do anything with them.
Yeah, Varus needs to not die too. That was really pretty rough there.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah,
Fizz was awarded. There it goes. Able to get only Fizz the kill with no assist. That was pretty close. I mean, she kept four people bottom for a long time.
Dragon just came up.
It looks like they're gonna get a tower off of that. But Blue may be able to get Dragon off it, yeah.
Maokai, I don't know if he didn't realize it or something, but yeah, he was already halfway across the map going up to top before people started pinging him back towards Dragon. And I mean, at that point, yeah, there's nothing really you can do about top lane.
Yeah.
So it's
Blue
better.
is picking up Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna bring this game back to even. It's good to see an even game like this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a pretty good game so far. Gragas looks like he's gonna go Lichbane, the second item.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is fine. Yeah, it's still a really core. It's still a core item on him.
Mm-hmm. He could do the Frozen Fist or whatever it's called, Iceborne Gauntlet.
Yeah.
But I think he'll opt into Lichbane. We'll see. I think Blue team is going to scale. Like I said earlier, I like their comp better, but I think even just individual champion wise, they're going to scale better into late game. I prefer Varus over Caitlyn a little bit in the late, and then Nunu and Garen both aren't the strongest late game champs.
Yeah, I think Fizz has a very limited, pool of who he can, 100 to 0. It's really either just Caitlyn or. Yeah.
It has to be Caitlyn. Like if he kills Caitlyn, they really can't do much after that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gragas, I guess, is going pretty squishy. I'm still not 100% used to seeing it, although you do see it from time to time. It still does work, but so I guess Gragas could still do some work, but yeah, he has to. Fizz's target has to be Caitlyn,
which is not the AD carry you would hope it would be, since Caitlyn is fairly mobile.
Yeah, she's that jump, and she's sitting back so far, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like as Karma in team fights, you really need to be sticking by Caitlyn and saving your exhaust for when Fizz comes into the fight.
Yeah. Someone on Blue team just pinged mid turret, and I agree with them. They should be trying to get mid turret right now. They have that really good poke. I mean, both teams do, but they have really good poke, and that mid turret is up. That's like mid outer turret is. Wants to go down. You want it to go down as early as you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
But looks like there's going to be a fight. But Jace isn't with them.
No.
Oh. This is going to be cleaned up. Wow. Like when Jace came in, I thought he was going to go for Nunu and Karma get like a double. But they do win that fight, and they're going to be able to take this down. That was sort of a weird fight.
Yeah. Like Nunu did a good job of just sitting in the middle and just trying to be an annoyance.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like the fight should have been over for them once they got Fizz and just called it a day. They didn't need to keep trying to go in.
And Nunu should be blood boiling Caitlyn rather than Gragas.
Yeah.
And even after he ran out, he could have come back just in range to blood boil Caitlyn again. But well, I don't know if it's on cooldown, but Yeah, so blue team took 2 turrets off of that, and they didn't really lose anything off of it. So that was really good for them. That put them up. This is like a small lead. This is a lead that they can start to snowball now, if they play their cards right.
Yeah.
Like that fight could have really gone either way. I was surprised that Red lost it with Jace not being there. Like they blew up Fizz early. It was really like a 3 versus 5, but I'd have to watch it again to kind of dissect it a bit more. But
yeah. And if you want to jump back there and watch it quick, I'll let you know if something happens.
Oh yeah, you can just do that. Watch what's going on right now for you.
Okay, Fizz is pushing really hard into here and is putting himself in a bad position. But Maokai engaging. Okay. Yeah. I don't want you, Fizz, to be thinking that that was a good thing that you did. That was really, really risky and not. Fortunately, the rest of your team was like able to follow up, but you were going way too deep for a kill that you had no idea if you could get.
Okay, so in that fight, what happened was blue just has like way more CC. They had the Varus ult, which hit almost everyone. Fizz ult hit 2 or 3. Nami ult hit multiple people. It was just like their ults were just doing work there. And then Maokai was able to clean people up while they were chasing the squishies to the back line and couldn't get there. So some decent disengage from Nami, but she's Nunu's going to catch up, but she'll be able to flash away. So purple could turn this here. They should at least get a turret. Garen's going bottom trying to get.
That's good. That's good.
Up. Yeah, that's fine because he has a huge wave there. That's not going to do anything to him.
He walked into the minions though.
Oh yeah, so it cleared all the minions. That's a good point. That's something I wouldn't have thought of. Stay out of the minions so that it the ult doesn't kill them, and you can finish that tower. So they're actually able to get nothing off of that, which was kind of surprising. But at least they can grab Dragon. And Caitlyn is that AD carry. Like I've heard her called like a supportive AD carry because you want to be. She's like for sieging towers.
Yeah.
You want to take down towers with Caitlyn because she has that really, really long range. Just to you can like group and take objectives really well.
I would have liked to seen them gone for Baron there instead of Dragon. Like they have the Nunu, they've got enough damage to be able to do it. They had everyone there. The only thing they didn't have was proper ward coverage on Baron.
Yeah, that's the hook thing. I don't know that they could have known. It'd have to be a sneak Baron, like because enough people were up that they could have contested it.
Yeah, I mean, like Caitlyn's one of the AD carries that can just attack over the wall anyways.
Right. Looks like now blue is trying to sneak it.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, as like a supporter, even anyone in the game, you need to be knowing like as soon as around like that 25-minute mark hits, Baron just needs to be warded.
And with a Nunu even sooner, like or a Wick, or there's a few Udi or people like that even sooner.
Mm-hmm.
You see, thinking about their team comp, how quickly they can rush Baron. Because I've 2-manned a Baron before with Nunu at 15 minutes.
Who was the other person? Like
he was Udi or top lane.
Udyr. Oh, okay, God.
And he was really fed, and I was really fed, so it worked. But so
yep. Yeah. Go ahead, get Baron. Jace
Jace is 100 farm up on Garen now. But Caitlyn's still 60 up on Varus. And this is really... Blue should be able to make some big things happen. They have mid inhibitor down. They should be... Okay, so as Blue, right now, you guys need to be buying and then getting bot inner turret. A lot of people in this situation will try and push mid. Mid, there's nothing for you to do but win the game, and you can't win the game without getting a kill. You can't fight them at 2 turrets at this point. Some people will go top inhibitor, trying to go at the top inhibitor turret, and that's okay. Like, it's a possibility, but it's a bit risky. This tower that you're working on now is not a huge risk because it's very it's out in the open. So you have a lot of ways you can come at it and come around and flank people or whatever. It's a lot easier to get an inner turret than an inhibitor turret. But now that the inhibitor's up, you won't probably want to just grab that and then rotate back to that inner turret and finish it as well. But wait for Varus. So when you are have an advantage like this and you're looking at objectives, think about like get the easiest objective, the best objective that you can get easily. Take that without risk. The best objective you can get without taking a risk. That was good. Now you should be going to mid and getting the inhibitor. Yeah, good call. I see that ping coming out. That's good. Maokai able to initiate, but no one really there to follow up immediately. Varus walking in really, really close, but no one switches to him, so he kind of got away with it. As AD carry, you want to sit in the back and hit, fire as many shots as you can at max attack range. Nice there by Fizz. And this should be the game now.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Varus, there's no need for that. There's no need to fight there in that 2-on-1 situation, or even if it started off as a 1-on-1. You don't want to make a trade. You have Baron buff. You don't want to lose Baron buff, and you have teammates right there who could have, if you had just kited back a little bit, or not initially just run away and waited, you could have, or just backed and wait to fight another day. You didn't need to trade that kill.
Yeah. And they're getting out more of a kill, more from that kill than anything.
Exactly.
Because of the shutdown.
I think they may have both been shutdowns. I'm not sure, but there was a. That's something to think about. Shutdown. Who's getting more gold? Who's getting more experience? And you're losing that Baron buff, and that is so important. Was Caitlyn a shutdown? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that shutdown goal is definitely something to keep in mind. There's so many factors, like. But you didn't need to trade at all. Your team's ahead. You could have just waited and then killed her and not died.
Okay, Nami, you don't have any wards placed down right now. You need to be like look at, go to your inventory and look at your sightstone to see like how many wards you have placed down. If it's not 3, find somewhere to place down another ward. Especially since you have the red one. I mean, you have more wards that you can just drop down and replace as you need them.
Yeah. Varus actually taking blue buff here, which I don't hate. Varus is, uses a lot of mana. And he's effective with his spells, but I probably would have let Fizz have that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
2 inhibitors down. You guys are doing the right thing, going for that third. Now you don't have to force it. All 5 of them are there. Just wait. Let your bot lane push in, and then someone has to respond or they lose the game. If they don't respond, they lose the game. If they do respond, then you take it. Good. Caitlyn's there, so now you should be fighting 5 vs 4, but Jace is mid. So you're able to win the 4 vs 4 anyways, but Jace should have been there with you.
Yeah, there wasn't really, I guess, unless he's... Yeah.
I mean, you're so far ahead it doesn't matter, but it could have. Whenever you're playing a game, like a solo queue or anything, always play like someone's about to disconnect on your team, because it could happen. Like, never slack off because, oh, we've got this in the bag. Because what if someone DCs? That is always a possibility in solo queue.
Yeah.
Here,
Yep.
I mean, you can pause, but
Like, play to the best of your abilities, and then after the game, you can take it easy.
yeah.
All right. You up for another one?
I think I can.
And apparently, like, they're gonna try moving battle arenas to Thursdays anyways. So this is sort of an unofficial battle arena.
Okay. Let me see. Let me check if I can do another one.
Focus the team up. Gang him, go, go, go.
Okay, yeah, I can do another.
All right.
Promise.
We must rock the place, this is turn up the bass. Have fun. How we ablaze the fire, make it fun them, fun them, fun them. We must rock the place, this turn up the bass. And make some sound, why run? And fun, some fun. Relax.
Game lobby's full.
Ah, dang it. Oh, let me do it again.
Here, invite me again and then move down.
No, I had to go into spectator to do it. You should be able to join as a spectator anyways.
How do I
Yeah,
do that?
If you like go in and find the game, you can join as a spectator.
What's the password?
A T-Force.
This game is full.
Okay. Well,
Oh, spectate. I'm a noob at this stuff.
all right.
Alright, I want to see a blue build Ezreal mid lane this game.
Specifically, Has to meet all
Yes.
those criteria.
Yes.
All right, let's get it started. Yeah. I'm not sure who played last game, but if you have, we're filling up pretty quick today, so if you can try to get some other people in, that'd be great. I think wasn't a okay, yeah, Respawn was the Jace last game.
Ooh, is that Chow? Dr. Mario. Okay, we got some good names here. QWERTY Cheerish was in before, I'm pretty sure.
Was he?
I'm like 80% sure.
Yeah, he was the Karma last game.
Wits End was New.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay, Doing Not Trying is a beast name. Yeah, and Turned Down for What?
All right, gotta find that song now. All right.
Do we want QWERTY Krish to leave since he was here last game?
Yeah.
Turn down for what? 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 Hey, 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 hey.
All right, let's get this started.
Turn down for what?
Alright, okay. This is Game 2 of Battle Arena. Tuesday night. There's talking to see maybe if we're going to get Tuesday and Thursday. I don't know right now. Things are kind of up in the air. My name is Haberdashing. I'm joined by Seagrove.
Hello.
We normally run the Bronze Boot Camp on Saturdays, but we are filling in for the normal crew here tonight. So for those of you who may not know, Battle Arena is a game mode set up by the Trinity Force podcast to help you get better. It's a custom 5v5 game where we go in and cast the games and leave the VODs up for you guys to go back and see like what you can improve on. So this is Battle Arena, goes on here, goes on Oceania, goes on EU. You can check out the website, trinityforcepodcast.com, to see when those all go on. This is for anyone bronze to gold. So, let's see. Band champions. Victor coming out. I mean,
Good.
good.
He's
think?
so good. No one plays him though, but he is
Yeah.
so good. My friend plays him all the time, and he just wrecks faces with Victor.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Since they reworked him, he is so strong, but he's still Victor, so no one plays him.
Exactly why I wouldn't ban him, you know?
Yeah. But it's on the off chance. Like, you never know.
Yeah, but I mean, like with that, you could ban, someone like a Kali or a Mumu, who gets
Okay.
played more often.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the target ban,
Yeah,
but
that's an odd one.
of Jinx.
Shit.
I'd probably say this like every bronze boot camp because someone plays Jinx every bronze boot camp. Jinx ult is one of my favorite things in this game because it is so. It's like I love executes and I love global things that you aim like really far.
So if you got a global execute,
I mean, yeah, you get jinxed. I'm pretty excited about that. And I love these names we have. Turn down for what? Dr. Mario. I mean, Sport V making an appearance here.
it's pretty uncreative. It's just a eating utensil.
It's true. Doing, not trying. A little Yoda shout out there.
Mm-hmm.
Do or do not, there is no try. I love it.
Yeah. Let's Nocturne. Still really strong in the jungle. He doesn't get picked up as much anymore.
Yeah, I
For
saw
whatever
him.
reason.
I got smashed by a Nocturne the other day. He was like 12-0, probably elo boosting, but
Yeah, whatever.
whatever.
This is the time they come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because 12-0 does not mean you're an elo booster. I've done it before.
Elo boosted?
I mean, no, gone 12-0.
Ah, I see.
I said going 12-0 does not make you an elo booster. But I just get salty, So you blame it, whatever you can blame it on. That's how you get better. You blame, if you lose, the other team's elo boosting or hacking.
Obviously.
Or your team is a noobs.
Mm-hmm.
If you win, it's obviously because of you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's how you
mean,
improve.
that's the only way you can get through this game is to, force the blame onto others.
Yeah, or luck. Like, if you lose, it's bad luck. Like, the only reason pros are pros is because they're lucky. No skill at all. Anyways,
Oh, holy crap. Your Annie gets locked in too. This is just your game.
this is my game. We got Jinx, Ezreal, Annie. I like
Fiddlesticks.
watching Gnar, but I'm not good at Gnar. I like watching
Yeah.
Fiddle as well. My wife loves Nocturne ults because she gets fried every time he ults. She like freaks out. It's so
Oh, I don't
funny.
blame her, especially with like that Eternium Nocturne skin.
Yes,
Freaks me out.
so scary. No, but I'm curious about Purple Team and where people are going to be going. It's going to be indeed a Fiddle jungle, and it's going to be Annie mid or Annie support or Fiddle support, Fiddle jungle.
Yeah, then there's definitely some like mobility around here.
Because my last game, I'm pretty sure the last game I played Ezreal AP.
Mhm.
And so when I saw the Ezreal, I thought he was AP mid. Poppy, do it.
Be that asshole.
Poppy's such a beast if you get to late game.
I hate Poppy so much.
Doing it. Yes.
Stella Kermit, fuck you. Sorry, I just like God. She's the most BS champion.
Yes. She's so strong.
Oh God, it's incredibly stupid. You get 2 DFGs in your max rank alt.
Wait, 2 DFGs?
2 DFGs worth 40%. Yeah.
Yeah, she's immune to everything.
Towers,
Outside
except
art.
for the laser.
What do you mean? Oh,
The
right, right,
fountain.
right.
That laser.
She's immune to everything but her target. If you pick Soraka into a Poppy, please do not pick Soraka into Poppy.
You need more like CC on your team.
Yes, because right now there's no one that Poppy can just ult and be like, ha 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 ha. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay. Poppy's ult makes it so whoever she ults is the only person who can do anything to her. And she does more damage to that person, but she can hit anyone. She can do anything to anyone else. So if she just ults you, you're the only one who can do anything to her. So no one else on your team can CC her.
No, she can still get CC'd by everyone else. It's
You
just
sure?
it's just damage.
Oh, well then it's written incorrectly. Because it says that Poppy's immune to any damage and abilities from enemies other than her target. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like it's just like a KL ult, where you can
Oh.
still get CC'd through it.
I thought only that person can do it, but maybe I'm wrong. But anyways, you need to be able to do something to her if you are the one who gets ulted.
Mm-hmm.
And Soraka can't do anything. Like her silence, Poppy's gonna get out of. Poppy's really fast, and she's gonna get out of it very quickly. And her star call probably won't even hit, but if it does, it's not gonna do that much.
Okay, so apparently it is CC and everything for Poppy.
Yeah, I think it is. So, literally, no one can do anything. She's just gonna. She might not necessarily ult Soraka, but that is a definite option for her. And then she gets like what 7 seconds or something to just go ham.
Yeah, it's really long.
Ridiculous. Like Soraka could have been like Nami for a bubble and a pop up, or
Janna.
Janna. Yeah, Janna would have been a great choice. Yes, because then you can just get Poppy away if she ults her. But
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily for lane with Ezreal, but yeah.
yeah, Janna would have been a good choice. But
So we will see Annie in the mid lane.
yeah, those yawns are contagious.
Like shit, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Annie is like, I love Annie. I do. She's my number 2 mid laner right now.
Behind who?
Anivia.
Okay. Okay.
But and Anivia is about to get fixed, I hope, in this patch. Like they're gonna fix her. They broke her on accident.
With what?
Her Q change. Like
Oh,
when she
okay.
walks forward to Q if it's
Mhm.
out of range. Hopefully that won't happen. But the Syndra is actually pretty good against Annie because Syndra has range on Annie and she can just kite back if Annie goes at her. So I don't know about. I think Spork could have his hands full if the Syndra plays her cards right, but she can just roam if she needs to. Andy's really good at roaming.
Yeah. Okay. So, bottom lane then. That's Thresh, Jinx, and Soraka, Ezreal. Yeah. And just in general with this lane, I'm not a huge fan of Soraka. Like I know she's obviously very strong, but in a lane with Ezreal where you need someone to help follow up with some of your abilities like Leona, or Thresh, or
Anyone?
yeah.
Like that. I was gonna say I really like Soraka,
Problem.
but Soraka gives her mana.
Yeah,
Yep.
no more mana.
I was like, oh yeah,
Sad
forgot
day.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jinx. Soraka's heal is just ridiculous, but Ezreal's really squishy. But he's very mobile as well, so he might be alright. We'll see how it plays out, but Jinx Thresh is a pretty strong lane. Do you want to do the plug?
Got it done already.
Oh, done and done.
Yeah, so now we get to look at skins here. And it is Eternium Nocturne. So,
It's over.
yeah.
It's a 5 skin. I have never seen that Poppy.
I've seen it like with the old Splash Art before.
Oh, maybe I have too. I've never seen that new splash art.
Yeah.
It's 5-3 here.
Not looking good for Purple Team.
Yeah.
Yeah. For like skins and overall comp.
They have a. They could do work. Like if they could combo Annie ult with Gnar ult and
Fiddlesticks.
Fiddle ult, that could be huge.
Could be.
Could be. But that blue team is just
Yeah.
like in your face.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, if if they've given purple team a chance where they can get an engage off like that, they've already lost because half of their power is being the ones who want to get in there and get an engage first.
Yeah.
Because Nocturne can't do too much repealing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nocturne can go on someone and kill him. Poppy can go on your whole team and kill it. Syndra can go on your carry and kill it. So they have Syndra doesn't go on your carry, but Syndra can pick someone off. This is I think this is more fair in terms of team comp. Like last game, even when blue team fought that 4 versus 5, they still won because their team comp was just way better.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just snowballed that lead.
No, I gotta fix Zach in the box. Don't worry. God. I spent 3 seconds with the wrong overlay on, and he's gonna jump on me because of it. Fuck you, Zach in a box. Jesus. Okay, so starting items. Well, that's not in the right order. There we go.
We got 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Hey, can you turn down your mic a little bit?
Yeah, my baby's crying. My wife's with it.
I know.
Had a
Poor
rough
little guy.
day. Okay, how do we do this?
You can go into Skype and manually adjust it there.
How's that?
Marginally better. Ed
I didn't change anything.
Again, it just wants to pick out your baby's crying. There we go. That's much better.
Is it fixed or?
Yeah, no, it's good. You'll just have to project a little bit more when you're talking.
Oh, okay. No. What about that?
That's good. Yeah.
Okay. I turned down my speakers earlier instead of my.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot.
No. I do like to watch. Game has a lot of fun things to watch.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, Nar versus Poppy. Yordle v Yordle.
I feel like Nar should be able to abuse Poppy in this lane. Pretty hard.
For the first few levels, yeah, I agree. But once Poppy starts to get her stacks in her W,
Whoa,
she's gonna be able to really out tank him, and especially because her Q does % damage anyways, she can eat through that extra. She can eat through that extra health that Nar has.
Yeah. Nar, it's good for you to be aggressive, but you were too far forward. If you're in between her minions, then when you auto her, you're gonna take that aggro.
Mm-hmm. Okay, normal start out of the jungle so far. Jinx doing what she should do.
She took a tower shot there, though.
Yeah.
If you're gonna let that happen. Okay, Nar, it's 3 minutes. You should have warded already if you're gonna be up that far. You normally ward around a little bit before 3 minutes. You're pushed up. There you go. Nocturne was doing a longer in a different path. I think he started blue actually. Let's see.
He did start blue.
Yeah, he started blue, so you were fine. Because he's doing. I guess he's just gonna farm up until 6.
Mm-hmm.
But if he had started red, he could have ganked. So yeah, both junglers just farming right now. Fiddle looking for a gank at this point. Nocturne looks like he's just going to keep farming. But blue side does have this ward. Let's see if they're watching. They're not watching. They have this warded and they don't come in. But red side backs off because they didn't see.
That
Or
was.
he peeked you. I don't know. That's unfortunate, but
Yeah. Because they could have. That gank could have worked really well.
yeah.
When Ezreal did. Yeah. Well, if Ezreal tried to bait out the fight a little bit longer when he got hooked and forced Thresh and those guys to stay around.
Yep. That's a kill.
Yep.
Nice job. Yeah, I just saw Syndra doing a lot of poking there. From even level 1. She was level 1 and Annie was level 2 and she's still poking her. That's good. And she's full health.
See? As soon as she started getting those levels in her W, really easy to force Gnar back. That's even gonna get worse once she goes back and gets her Sheen.
Yeah, and she has a teleport and he has Ignite and she was able to force... I mean, he has Ignite and she has teleport and she was able to force him back. That's not looking good for Gnar.
Yeah. Okay. Annie opted to go the Fiendish Codex part still. I wonder if she's still going to be going with the Chalice or if she'll go like Morella Namicon or something like that.
She should go... yeah, she's going Chalice. Oh, Annie?
Annie, yeah.
She's probably, with that build, one of the most popular Annie builds is Deathfire Grasp, actually.
Really? Just rushing
she-
DFG?
Mm-hmm. So that's
Okay.
my guess is what she is going to go for with that.
Alright.
Because Annie, there's 2 ways to play Annie, and one of them is just a single target exploder.
Mm-hmm.
And you just grab DFG first and then build to that end.
You think you still do that even when you are behind a lane?
I think she is going to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's optimal or not. I think she can. She can still do this at that point. Do that at this point. Without any problem. I like to play a more control Annie, but that's like old school.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I predict that going into the DFG. In the
don't-
top lane, Gnar's keeping... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, I don't know why exactly Poppy decided to pick up a pink ward on the way back. You got really no effective place to put it. Gnar is going to be the one pushing into your tower, so there's no way you're going to be able to control the lane to put it in there.
Yeah.
And putting it in your tribe rush isn't that effective at this point because they're not going to be diving.
Yeah. And Gnar's actually still ahead right now.
Mhm.
Not by a ton, but he is still slightly ahead, so he needs to be careful of that Poppy ult, though. There's that kill. Oh, that stinks. That's another reason. Oh, that's a kill. Oh,
Nope.
Annie! She could have
Just
killed if
needed
she had
one
controlled
Q.
Tibbers. Yeah, or she could have just controlled Tibbers.
Yeah.
Tibbers could have... you can control Tibbers actually really well, like...
Mm-hmm.
surprisingly well. She could have gotten another auto off from him and killed, or just queued. But I'm pulling for Annie because I'm an Annie fan.
And I'm still waiting for those nerfs to come out on Annie. I mean, she did get pro play.
Yep. Annie's so good. Was she played at Worlds?
No, she was played by Vivisashi for Unicorns of Love and the promotion tournament.
Oh right, they played a lot of stuff then. They played Poppy, didn't they?
Yeah.
And Hecarim.
Yep, mid lane Hecarim. One of the teams played mid lane Hecarim.
I think it was UOL. We'll see.
It was either that or Copenhagen Wolves. Either way, yeah, it was interesting to say the least.
Yes. Nar's gonna be a lot stronger right now. Looks like he's gonna get that kill.
Who you running to there? If you're trying to get out, your best bet is to go towards Poppy.
Yeah. Yeah. He was probably screwed there either way, but that's yeah, when you're jungling, you're gonna be lower level than the other lanes, and he didn't get any help. I think he could have communicated a little better, or the other team, his team could have been watching because there was a delayed reaction to come, but Nice stun there by Poppy. Ours should be able to. He really wants to do that third proc. It does a significant amount of damage, but it's pretty much like a Vayne.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's just magic damage, but yeah. Oh man.
Ezreal's a really strong counter to Jinx, but in this lane, with this matchup, he's having a lot of trouble.
Really?
Jinx is.
It's like back in season 3, like my main, I like played Ezreal all the time, and the only time like I didn't play Ezreal was when the enemy team took Ezreal, and I would always pick Jinx and murder his face.
Well, Jinx should be countering Ezreal. Oh yes. Oh no.
Yeah.
Nice gank. That was a really nice gank.
Yep.
That was a complete turnaround.
Yeah, and that's like a good example of like trying to bait in your opponent. Like,
Yeah.
if you're not in a position where your jungler can come in, try to force them to go in onto you. Because once it turns into a 2v1, it doesn't matter that you're half health.
Yeah. That was awesome. That was an awesome gank.
Mm-hmm.
And an awesome setup as well. I don't know if it was intentional, but it was awesome.
I'll go with that it was.
Yeah, that's more fun. So, red actually has 3 pink wards out at this point. Our purple side actually has 3 pink wards out at this point, so good on them. And blue has 3 too. Look at this. Doing us so proud. Phil walking past the pink and just leaving it. That's good. He doesn't know where Nocturne is. He could have died if he tried to take the pink ward out. I would have died trying to take the pink ward out there.
That's the way it usually goes.
Yeah, that's what I do. But at least they have vision of it now. They know where. They have knowledge of it now. Yeah, Syndra able to just bully Annie now. Annie can't do anything about her taking that.
Yeah. No, she's got to get out.
That was good. Annie put on that shield, and it mitigates a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh,
That was odd.
that was odd. That was pretty sweet. Ult though. They were like about to get him, and then he jumped over the wall and finished her.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Annie was there to save him.
Mm-hmm. Nar's still sticking around with 2,200 gold in his pocket. And he doesn't have teleport.
He should go back right now.
Yeah, shove the
That would be
lane,
a
go
really good
back.
time. Poppy's sitting on 1,700.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them, like,
Yeah, I mean, you just get into those sort of like ruts where you just get stuck up in top lane, but you want to be going back.
This is a
when
good
you
opportunity for him right now to go back.
When you can get like sort of those significant items.
This is exactly like what we were talking about. He is doing nothing right now. He can't farm because he'd have to go under turret. He was able to throw some skill shots, but he wasn't really able to hit anything. And he's in vision, so he's not creating any pressure on the map. He's just sitting there doing nothing. That's a perfect. You should have gone back there. But even if you're not going back, don't show. Like, he definitely should have gone back there, but if you're not going back, don't show. At least back out into Fog of War so they don't know where you are.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
That's the second time Fiddle's walked over a ward.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll go and clear that. That tower puts blue team ahead, so that's good for them. Now let's see if they can make something with that lead. Or go back. Please.
Come on, man. You're already below half health and you don't have any items.
Well, sometimes it works out.
He's definitely going back now.
Soon.
You gotta get the pink ward first.
I want him to be back already. Alright, there it goes. Alright, blue is 3 versus 2 at this turret and putting a lot of damage on it. Wow, and level 9.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So she's
Oh, it's only
actually-
one line
Yeah.
level behind.
it is, but all the other solo laners are 10 and Fiddle's 10.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, I guess Fiddle probably took up a lot of her farm whenever she had died.
I mean, that's just it. Like, she was dead 3 times.
Right.
So, not
There
thinking
she
it was
goes,
like a
here's her
bad
10.
thing for Fiddle to do.
Right. No, I wasn't saying that. I was just explaining why he's able to be higher level
Mm-hmm.
than his counterpart. He's actually 11 now. He's the highest person.
I think most poppies I see like to get that sheen first, just to give
Yeah.
that little extra mana and damage in lane. Because I mean, you already got a movement speed buff into your kit, and
Right.
yeah, using that with your Q can really chunk someone down.
Mm-hmm. And this game is very even now, which is I know that was a terrible segue. This game
No,
is very
it's-
even now. So this is a
A good call
it's exciting to
for
see.
blue.
Red
They
team's
do.
turret has been
Yeah,
destroyed.
they need to get out.
They got the lead again. Let's see what's gonna happen. So Jinx at 122 farm and a kill. That's a big difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that puts her a full 1k over Ezreal.
Yeah, I want to see her. I love Jinx. I love watching her play. I want to see her just like blow someone up with her ult, or like get a triple kill or something. I don't know why. I just love Jinx ult. It's so awesome.
It is pretty awesome. Okay.
Annie, I don't like the. I understand why she went for the Negatron cloak because she just didn't want to feed. But I would have rather seen her. Ooh.
Wow. They're just blowing a lot for that.
Yeah, Annie just flashed and ulted,
Okay.
and neither connected. I mean, the ult didn't connect.
Okay. So you blew all that. What can you? What can you get out of it here? They're looking to get Dragon, but blue team did have the ward advantage there, so they know what's going on.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Ez is freely sitting in the back, but ooh,
No,
that was
that's
a
not the
bad
way you want to
flash.
flash.
Yeah, if you're gonna use flash there, which I'm not sure you should have, but if you were gonna use flash to go out the back of the dragon pit, or at least down, going out across there is gonna be, it's just gonna put you back in danger. Wow, Nar got that.
He needs the mana, man.
Well, he kept blue from getting it, so
Yeah, that's something.
yeah. He does need the mana though.
Nar, yeah, well, you can obviously see that by the sheen he's built going into Trinity Force.
Clearly.
I don't know, like, it's not a common Nar item to build much anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I understand the reason behind it, but I think I would have rather seen him go like a tankier route,
Yeah,
especially
I
since they
would've.
have Fiddle in the jungle.
But he's done fine with it. I mean, he's winning the lane, barely, because Poppy scales so well. But he is winning the lane.
Yeah. But like coming into team fights here, Syndra's been doing well enough that she'll be able to blow him up. And looking at the other team, they don't really have any major
Yeah.
tank. So I mean, if Nar is able just to stay in the fight for a long time.
Communication.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gnar has no one else on his team to tank. He needs to be that tank for his team.
Yeah. This is the second time Frown just been out of position trying to... I don't even know what he was trying to do that other time, but like the other time he was trying to ward in an area where he didn't know where the rest of the team was.
Mm-hmm.
And this time I think he was just coming the wrong way.
Blue team's turret has
Yeah.
been destroyed.
Okay, so... Yeah, that's good. Always look for something else you can do after that. So go ahead, grab their blue if it's up.
Very good.
Let's see. Yeah.
And now, it does look like Andy's going to get that DFG.
Okay. So, usually when like the side lane towers go down, as soon as those go down, like the top lane, you need to start warding your buffs. So, like, say your Poppy, your top tower goes down, you should be putting down either a pink or a green at your buff. The same thing goes for the other side.
Mm-hmm. How did Andy end up there?
I think she was trying to push up bottom.
Oh, okay. And I just thought about it now. On that other play where Annie flashed and ulted, she was doing that for Thresh. Annie's flash and ult is not worth killing a support. Her flash is more important on Annie than almost any other champion because her engagement with it is so powerful. Her flash ult engages so powerful. It's not worth a support's life. Only important carry's life would it be worth. And even then, it's like, I feel like you can do something more with it. Like get 3 people with it in a team fight.
You know, nothing big, just as many people as you can hit.
Yeah.
But you know, you're right, it's a very important spell for her. This is why you should always take it.
Yes, always take it, and you want to be flash ulting in team fights. It's a great initiation, especially it can be very easily followed up by Gnar Fiddle. So, by Gnar and then Fiddle. So. Oh, and she
Just blew it.
yeah.
Which, I mean, I wasn't sure if she needed to do that anyways.
No, I think she was fine. And I've even heard it said by a professional player that he had a chance to flash as Annie, and he didn't because he needed it to engage. But he was support Annie, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's such a technicality, but just saying, it's very important to keep that in mind when you're playing.
Okay, so you got everyone in mid lane, which neither team should really be doing. Because, I mean, blue team, you started to build up sort of like a lead back, and if you try to shove into their tower, you're going to end up losing because, you know, at this point they have a really strong team fight with Fiddlesticks, who now has his Zonias.
That was an amazing ult by Fiddle. If he had,
Yeah.
if he had communicated to his team what he was doing, that would have been, well,
No, they got
that
it
is what-
basically an ace
same thing would
anyways.
have happened.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have mattered in the end, but
So yeah, that's one of the things. Like I was just saying it, and it just happened. So
I think Poppy was gonna ult and then just didn't.
yeah, well, I mean, even in like situations like that, what purple team just has such a good team fight, like a mid-game team fighting composition. Now that Ezreal's gotten his T-Force, Nars finished his T-Force, Fiddlesticks has his, you know,
Yeah,
yeah. They just had a good. They had what they needed.
they could.
No.
because they blew all their ults and the other team didn't.
Yeah, now's a good time to back.
Yeah.
Put down some. If they put down
Dragon,
some
though.
wards on the way to Dragon, they could have just done it anyways.
Yeah,
Because I mean, you're at the. They were far enough away where you'd know they were coming if they were going to come.
yeah, and they can just have Gnar ward Baron while they do Dragon.
Yeah, he's not going to do anyways.
Yeah, the reason that they couldn't stay there, even though it was a 4 versus 5, was they blew all their ults before and blew up blue team so quickly that blue team didn't get to use their ults. So blue still had ults and they didn't. So yeah, that was the right call. Very, very good. Purple just took a huge lead off of that. The game was so
Yeah.
even. And they just went up like 6k. or 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
Okay. I like that blue team picked up a lot of wards, but you got to start putting them down here. They don't do
Yeah.
anything sitting in your inventory. A Nocturne, man. You already got your flare. What do you... You don't need to keep farming. Your team needs you, man.
Be with your team now. See if you can
Look,
create a pick.
look where Annie is right now. Look,
Yeah,
and they
that
had
would be a
wards on
kill.
her. Nocturne to just go freaking in on her.
They're stunned
You
beside
threw
each other.
that. I mean, like that may have helped them turn the game back around, catching out Annie right there, forcing into a 4v5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Purple side looks like it might. It won't kill the turret, but it could put a decent amount of damage. It has a pretty huge wave built up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And all that farm's just going to be lost. That's good that purple can just stay there. And then if they see someone go bot for that farm, which is Juicy and Double Lift would go take it.
Or
then
Jinx.
They can
Yeah.
4vs5. Yeah. So now they see that. Okay, if you stay mid,
Fiddlesticks is. Oh, I thought he was gonna do Sneaky Baron. Is it? Yes, he's doing a Sneaky Baron.
and you can.
And help if they had Ezreal with him. I mean, what are you gonna do bottom? Get a tower? You don't need everyone down. Like, Gnar could have just been the one to go down there.
Yeah. This
But-
is good. It's good that they showed though.
Uh-huh.
Keeps the other team from knowing that they're losing Baron.
Yeah,
This
they
is
should be able
awesome.
to get this. No problem.
Yeah.
Fiddlesticks
With only
has
two-
blue.
With only Annie and Fiddle missing,
God.
they're not going to expect it.
That's
There goes
sick.
Gnar. That'll do it. That is awesome. Yep, it's that 25-minute mark like you talked about.
Mhm.
For grabbing the Baron.
Red team has slain Baron Nashor.
I mean, like, they had the wards to make sure that was warded, but they just didn't put any down.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. I don't like Ezreal picking up. Hey, what the hell? What? No. Oh god, Ezreal, please don't. Like, you started off on the Triforce, but now your build's kind of just going...
Yes.
Like, getting Last Whisper... Last Whisper isn't a bad item, but against a team where they're not building any armor yet, it's
Last
not
Whisper
good.
is so important on Ezreal, but yes. They don't have any armor yet.
Yeah.
Like, if they had even like a little bit of armor, because it's so important on Ezreal, I'd be like, okay, Last Whisper. But they have no armor.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, like getting a BF sword and a pickaxe does a lot more for him.
yeah.
And
And
then-
why Glacial Shroud?
You're not... If you build that into a Iceborne Gauntlet, you're gone. You're done.
Yeah, it's wasting like the whole point of it.
Yeah, you're wasting a lot of stats from it. It's...
Yeah, you build Trinity Force or Iceborne. I think I can imagine what the Seth was thinking, like in terms of
Like,
some
still
people
get the
will.
AoE slow.
Yeah,
See, when you do,
But-
you still get the AoE slow and stuff, but it's just... It's a waste of stats.
yes. You should. Ooh, that team fight is
Jesus
so
Christ.
beast. Oh, and he
Ulted
just
the wrong person.
blew
I think, yeah.
Poppy up.
Poppy meant to ult Soraka. Accidentally clicked on Annie.
Destroyed.
Yeah, that's
Trash
game.
talking. You know it's good when the 1 and 4 Annie's trash talking.
Yeah,
That was weird. I should have said that.
yeah. Like, if we were giving out awards, it'd probably go to Fiddlesticks this game.
Yeah, Fiddle was a beast.
Yeah. So don't forget, we will be start giving out. We're gonna start giving out awards for like Playmaker of the Day in Battle Arena and Bronze Boot Camp. That'll be happening pretty soon. So if you want to win some RP, come join Battle Arena. That'll probably be it for us today. Thanks everyone for playing. We had a great time. Battle Arena, I think, might be back on Thursday. If not, check out the Trinity Force podcast at their website, trinityforcepodcast.com. You can check out all the podcasts there, as well as all the information for the different battle arenas. So I've been Haberdashing, joined by Seagrove tonight. Have a good evening.
Adios.